I'm John Chapman. Welcome to my Poemography project. I've included 4 narrated, illustrated poems, illustrated with photographs. It's a legacy for my granddaughter. The first poem is entitled Ghost Dance. It takes place in 1970 on the Northern Cheyenne Reservation in Lame Deer, Montana. I was a VISTA volunteer. Along with other VISTAs, we worked on projects that were tribally generated. All the photographs were taken by my VISTA brothers and sisters. The second poem is entitled The Battle of Boo Rameh. Boo Rameh is an interesting format poem where 14 N-words are generated by someone else. When I saw those, I thought of my grandfather in Scotland, John Black Carnegie. He was a coal miner in Fife, Scotland. He fought in the Black Watch Regiment in World War I and was injured in France. He recovered and went back to the coal mines in Fife, Scotland. The photographs were provided by my cousin Dougie Carnegie in Glasgow. The narrations by my cousin Fiona Carnegie, and I supplied the words. The third poem is a pantoum. In a pantoum, lines 2 and 4 of the first stanza become lines 1 and 3 in the second stanza, so on and so forth. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. The final lines are lines 1 and 3 from the first stanza. The theme itself is from the Netflix Black Mirror series San Junipero, Series 3, Episode 4, that deals with the possibility of a digital afterlife in a coastal town. I thought about Florida. I did all the photographs for this. The fourth poem is a found poem. I took lyrics, I took some lines from Nick Adams' Hemingway stories and a couple of lines from Sylvia Plath's A Mad Girl's Love Song. And I had them discussing the passage of time and the impact on memory. I based it on an essay that was written by Mark Whitman. I hope you enjoy the 4 poems and write some kind words, comments you can leave behind. Me, I'll probably be in San Junipero or over the rainbow. Thank you.
Hear the echo of the drumbeat, see the red hills splashed with pine. Just come along and walk with me through Lame Deer one more time. Past ruined streams, shattered dreams, past feral dogs on bound. Amid rusted wrecks we'll slowly walk upon that sacred ground. The people that we met there so many years ago, some still live, some still give. There's some we did not know. But people die and people cry. That's the way the stories go. For Clifford Foote, you and I, and others, I suppose. Once fossil fuel consumers descend on tribal land, take coal for next to nothing just because they can. The last thing Clifford said to me, so you know the score, the Vista helped us long ago. We don't need you anymore. But Cliff and I were young men once. We raced down Muddy Creek. While children cheered, we passed so near, tired we could not speak. We'd run out to the powwow grounds on the 4th of July. Heard drummers drum, locusts hummed, veterans slow marched by. Old folks sporting moccasins, a buckskin dress or two, cowboy chaps with western caps, a jingle dress would do. With a shawl across your shoulder, gourd rattle, feather fan, slow dance with me, my darling, out past the speaker's stand. Vista in Cheyenne men help, the recruiting poster read. Dr. Little Bear wrote the other day, said Clifford Foote is dead. At first we were general labor, and then we were college grads. The tribe built its own college, grew their own, it said. Mispronounced some Cheyenne words, made small children grin. At our strange ways, old long since days, when we tried to fit in. But meet me by the building that once was Mullen's store, and hand in hand we'll walk along through Lame Deer just once more.
Through poppy fields, our comrades wound, a place of no man's land, without safe exit. Huddled with thoughts of home pregnant in our heads, while din of cannons sound, the dead and dying stained in cardinal. Joint ceasefires seem our only chance. Whistles in trenches signal our advance. Miners' clerks' labour, Scotland's faithful, not the battle that we would ever choose. Like ages past, follow the pipes and drum. So many wounded, dead, and yet some hobble back to mine and dock with a lit fuse of peace. We few survivors didn't seek cover, recall fallen comrades, their name and number.
God read my resume, laughed out loud, not really ready for a heavenly place. You might enjoy a digital download. Consider Florida, it's a hell of a space. No room for a heavenly uploaded place. By nightfall, you'll be halfway to the coast. Eternalize Florida, it's a hell of a space. Relax, Nashville's on the way, almost. By nightfall, you'll be halfway to the coast. Not quite heaven. You're lucky that soon. Nashville's on the way. One day at the most, awaiting the tide from a now waxing moon. Not quite heaven. You're lucky that soon. Reading love notes stick etched in the sand, erased by the tide, a now waning moon, gone like their makers, progress of man. Political messages once left on the sand, on white beaches like clean driven snow. Gone with progress. Immoral man, sunsets look different each time you go. White sandy beaches like clean driven snow, red, yellow, orange fingerprints left in blue sky. Sunsets ever different each time that you go. Sun's final plunge into the sea leaves your eye. Red, yellow, brown fingerprints left on white sky. Twist and shout no matter how much you pout. Sun's final plunge into the sea leaves your eye, and there's only one way that you'll ever get out. Twist and shout no matter how much you pout. You won't get an upload into heaven by half, and there's really no easy way to get out. God read my resume once more and laughed.
Nick and Sylvia discuss the passage of time. I've learned there's only one day at a time, and that's the day you're in. It's today until tonight. Then tomorrow will be today again.
I shut my eyes and the world drops dead. I lift my lids and all is born again.
Yesterday and yesterday's day before a blur. It seems peculiar how so many not todays seems so great can be called upon like postcards. We dream and pretend, and other not todays seem so hard to emotionally regulate, like childhood car rides we thought would never end.
Oh, what a funny brain we refer to as our heart. New jobs, new friends acquired, others lost, and childbirth, oh my God. I know I can recall each contraction, still conjugate verbs in Latin, recite college poetry, yet where the car remains a mystery, along with the location of car keys.
Back when everything seemed new, it was hard to concentrate, to wait for the next day's magic. New lessons on the way, each day different, yet same in many ways. The great new unexpected writ large, in font bold enough for old man eyes to read. Like old records played over, again the needle slips on grooves worn thin, lingers on important refrains, unrequited love, first kiss, or outfield flies dropped, not caught in front of parents' hopeful eyes.
Novelty, it seems, in memory's gift. We pay attention to every small detail of it, and then routine the buzzkill of the ages. The same old, turn the pages. With fewer, newer experiences, time flies on.
I've learned there's only one day at a time, and that's the day you're in. It's today until tonight. Then tomorrow will be today again.
I shut my eyes and the world drops dead. I lift my lids and all is born again.